to show you how to thread up your sewing machine. You're going to take your thread, you're going to put it on the spool holder with the thread coming out from underneath the bottom of the spool of thread. Okay. Then you're going to be following the directions on your sewing machine to follow the arrows for where the thread needs to go. So the first place it's going to go is underneath this plastic part here. So I'm going to hold it tight like floss, and I'm just going to pull it underneath. Then I'm going to follow this number 1 arrow, so it goes all the way down. Number 2 says to U-turn back up here. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. Number 3 says to go from the right to the left around here. So I'm going to pull it through, and you should be able to see it all the way down in the bottom of the metal here. You should be able to see your thread. I'm going to pull back down. And number 4 is saying to go behind the little thread guide before you go through the needle. So I'm going to hold my thread straight down. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to tuck the thread behind this little metal spot thread guide right here. Okay, then the last part of the top thread is I have to take the thread and put it through the hole at the bottom of the needle. Okay, and then I'll just pull it out here. Okay, next I have to put my bobbin in. So I'm going to take off the cover, and I have to have the bobbin in so it looks like the letter P. If I put it in like the number 9, that's going to be backwards. It won't work. It needs to be in like the letter P with the thread coming down on the left. Okay, I'm going to set it right into the hole here, and I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to put it right between the little metal groove. I'm going to hold the bobbin with my right hand, and with my left hand I'm going to gently pull the thread over to the left, and I should feel it kind of click and have a little bit of tension there. Okay. Now I'm going to let that one go. Okay. The final part of threading your machine is you're going to hold the thread that's coming out of your needle with your left hand, and you're going to make the needle go down and then back up again just one time. So I'm going to push the needle up down button. I'm going to push it once so it goes down. I'm going to push it again so it comes back up. When it comes back up, when I'm holding this one tight, I'll see a loop that comes up from the bottom. That's my bobbin thread. So I have to grab this loop and pull it out. So I can either pull that out with my fingers, or I can slide my cover underneath to make it so it comes out of the bottom. So this thread right here is coming off of the bobbin down here, but it's coming up through the hole that's right underneath the needle now. That's what I want it to do. Okay, before I sew, I'm going to put that one to the back of my sewing machine, and I'm going to take the thread coming out from my needle, and I'm going to put it between the 2 toes of the presser foot here. Put it between the toes like this, and I'm going to pull that one to the back, and then I'm going to put the case back on. Now I'm ready to sew.